Okay. So this is a React.js demo class. So we are discussing what is the React.js and what the benefits we have in this React.js. Why React.js? Okay. And compare with other technologies like Angular, etc. What are more benefits we have? This React. So that concept we are discussing. First of all, let me open Notepad. React.js. Actually, what is React.js? Okay. It is client-side script to implement dynamic web pages. Yeah. React is nothing but the client-side script. We are using this client-side script for what? To implement the dynamic web pages, dynamic websites you want to implement. Then we are using React.js. What is dynamic? I will discuss. It is library of JavaScript. Yes. React.js is nothing but library of JavaScript. First of all, what is client-side script? Okay. And what is dynamic functionalities? What is client-side script and what is dynamic functionalities? Those things we are discussing. So if you want to develop any website, okay, we have two phases here. One is design, another one is coding. Yes. Every website, if you take, design phase is there, and the next one coding. Design phase, okay, we are designers. They are creating user interfaces. Yes. So UI designers creating the user interfaces. So what are these user interfaces? Nothing but the front page. For example, if you open Google, it displays some design page. Okay, in login page, it displays like text box and some other icons like that. Gmail. So Gmail homepage contains username text box, password text box like that. So these are all user interfaces. Okay, to implement the user interfaces, HTML, CSS, these technologies, okay, we are using, right? Yeah. Using these technologies, user interfaces we can implement. So next one, coding point of view, if we take here, two types of codings, scriptings we have. One is client-side coding. Second one is server-side coding. Yes. These are two types we have. Okay. First one is client-side, second one is server-side. What is client-side? Okay. So client-side means if you implement any logics in client-side scripts, those logics execute in browser. Okay, yes. So if we take this, so executes in browser. Client-side code executes where? In browser. For example, if we take JavaScript, next level technology of JavaScript like React, Angular, all these technologies comes under client-side scripts. Okay, yes. All this comes under client-side scripts. The JavaScript and next level technologies of JavaScript like React, Angular, okay, etc. Now server-side code, it executes in the web server. Yes. ASP, JSP, PHP. All these technologies comes under server-side scripts. Like that, if you observe this, okay, in every website, two types of scripts are required. One is client-side script. Next one is server-side script. Okay, yes. So this client-side script executes in browser, and server-side script executes where? In web server. So that is the concept of this. So if you implement, okay, any logics by using JavaScript or React, so those logics execute in browser. For example, one website I'm going to open. Yeah, anything. So for example, Google, if you open. Now from server, Google site is loaded into my browser, right? From the server, this site is loaded into my browser. Now, at the time of loading, what is the client-side script implemented in this Google? Okay, so they use it. Everything loaded into my browser. If I right click and go to that view page source, so this is entire client-side script. Okay, yeah, so it is JavaScript and HTML also client-side script. So everything is downloading into my browser, and the result it displays after execution in my browser. But the server-side script is not like that. That server-side script executes in web server. Only output is downloading into the browser. But in client-side point of view, original code, okay, what the code they implemented here, that original code is downloaded into my browser. Like that, these are two types of scriptings. One is client-side, another one is server-side scripts. So every website is combination of client-side and server-side scripts. As a UI developer, your role is to work with the client-side coding. So in old days, people used to work with JavaScript, and these days they are using the next level technologies of JavaScript like React, Angular, etc. These are the technologies they are using here. Okay. Yes. Now, what are the operations we can do with this client-side technologies? That's the main point. Why we are using the client-side scripting languages? Yes. So that we are going to discuss now. So if you take the client-side technologies, okay, yeah, what type of operations we can do? So client-side scripts. First reason to use the client-side scripts, okay, to apply dynamic functionalities on HTML controls. Yes. For the first point, to apply the dynamic functionalities on HTML controls. So all HTML controls are static controls. You want to convert them as dynamic controls, then we are using these client-side scripts. Static and dynamic, what is the difference here? Static means the properties what we are providing. So at the time of designing the web page, same properties are available in the output. So in output, you want to change the properties. At runtime, you want to change the properties. It is not possible. That is static. But dynamic means even we can change the properties at runtime. Okay. Dynamic concept, we can change the properties at runtime also. Like that, we have these two types. One is static, another one is dynamic. One example I will show you in HTML. You will get more clarity. Open Notepad. Save this file with name demo.html. Okay. Yes. So one HTML file I'm creating to display one image control. Okay. So in my desktop, I have this apple1.jpg and fruit.jpg. Like that, these images I have. Okay. So I am displaying that fruit.jpg image. Okay. Inside this body, yeah, I'm taking the body tag. So simple HTML image control language img source is equal to root dot JPC. Width is equal to something like 100. This is one image, okay, fruit.jpg, and width is 100 pixels everywhere. Now, so let me open this, display the image like this. Okay, yes. Now the requirement is, okay. So here, what are the properties I have given? Source property I have given, and next one width is 100 pixels I have given. Now it is loaded. This is runtime. At runtime, I want to change source and width properties. I want to change the source and width properties. That is the requirement. How can we change that source and width? Okay, yes. By default, it is not possible through HTML. So in HTML, what are the properties are given? With these properties, that control is loaded. Okay, source fruit.jpg and width 100 pixels, it is loaded. Now I want to increase the width, or I want to change the image. Okay, that fruits image I want to change as with apple one.jpg. When I click on the control, that image I want to change from fruits to apple something other image. Then how can we change that? So with the help of any client-side script, we can change that one. So I am writing some statements. Don't try to understand the statements. We'll discuss with the React.js. Okay. Now, new source I'm providing when I click on the image control. What the new source? Yes. So apple one dot something like JPG image is there. Now refresh once. This is fruits.jpg. If I click on this, now it is changed to apple one.jpg. So that is the image which we have here. Yes. So like that, at runtime, you want to change the properties of any HTML controls. At runtime, you want to change the properties of any HTML controls. Then we are taking the support of JavaScript, or the next level technology is a JavaScript like React, Angular, etc. So this is dynamic. Dynamic means changing the properties of controls at runtime. Okay, changing the properties of controls at runtime. That concept we are calling as dynamic. Okay, so that's the first point. Next one we are using to validate input validations point of view. Okay. Check text box is empty or not. Password retype, password is matching or not. Okay. Like that, these type of validations you want to perform. Then also take the support of this dialog box. Next one. To execute logics in browser. So already I told you client-side logics execute in browser. You can implement any logic by using JavaScript or React.js. These logics execute in browser. And moreover, this logics result is very fast. For example, you want to implement calculator program. That calculator program you can implement using client-side or server-side scripts. What is the benefit if you implement with client-side script? Yeah, benefit is nothing but, so when user click on the calculation buttons like plus, minus, etc. Okay, if it is client-side script, okay, those logics execute in browser. In case if it is server-side script, so every time the request is going to the server, there it is executing and response is coming back to the browser. So that is the main difference. So that's why here the thing is client-side logics are execution are very, very faster than server-side logics execution. User can see the result of client-side script very faster than the result of server-side script. Due to that reason, most of the logics we are implementing in client-side technologies only. Okay, because So client means the person who is accessing the website. For example, if you open Google, then you will become a client of that Google. Okay. If you open Facebook, then you are the client of Facebook. Like that here, the thing is, so the person who is using that website, okay, in his system, in that person's system, this code is downloading first, and after that it is executing. So that's why you can see the result immediately because it executes in his system only. That's why you can see the result immediately. Okay. Yes, if it is server side script, then what happens every time the request is going to the server. Okay. The request is going to the server and the response is coming back to the browser. So for this request and response, it takes some time. Okay. For this request and response process, it takes some time. So due to that reason, most of the logics were implementing with client-side technologies. Okay. Yes. Is this clear? Next. To work with Ajax. So this is main part. Okay. You want to work with Ajax. Compulsory client-side technologies are required. Okay. For example, you want to call any API services of external website, or you want to send request to the local website only without submitting the web page. In that point of view, take the support of Ajax. Okay. This entire process we're implementing using client-side technologies. Yes, yeah. So these are the main reasons why we are using client-side scripts in the website development. Now, you may get one doubt when we are working with server-side technologies. Okay, yes. So server-side programmers, they are creating the API services and mostly server-side technologies they are using to connect with the database of website. Website database available where in server mission. Website database is available in the server's mission to connect with this website database. Okay. So compulsory server-side script is required. And to execute, like to create the sessions tokens, in that point of view also we are taking the support of server-side technologies like ASP, JSP, etc. But in most of the cases, in website development, validations point of view, dynamic functionalities point of view, like that. So we are taking the support of client-side technologies. In this client side, so initially programmers used to work with JavaScript, but these days many companies, okay, instead of JavaScript, they're using React.js. Now, what is React.js? It is a client-side script. What is client-side script? The script which executes in client system using browser. Okay. Yes. So that is the concept of this. Yeah. So in this area, till now we discussed some points in this area. Any doubts? Any questions you want to ask? Hmm? No questions, no doubts. Okay, fine. Now we are discussing what are the features of React. Okay, so that concept we'll discuss. Already JavaScript is there. Why should I go with the React.js? What are the more things available in this React.js? Compare with JavaScript. What more available React compare with JavaScript? Okay, these points we are going to discuss. Now, first of all, here React.js implemented. Mr. Jordan Walker in 2000. Yeah, Jordan Walkie, he is one of the employees of Facebook. Okay. He implemented this React.js in the year 2013. Okay. Yes. So why he implemented this React.js? What is the reason behind that? Yeah. Actually, here in Facebook, charting concept is there, right? To work with this chart concept, he implemented this script. Okay, to work with the chatting concept, he implemented this React.js in the year 2013. Later, they added many more functionalities in this React script and released it as open source client-side script. From then, many outsiders, okay, when in their website they use this React.js. So that's the basic information of this. So here, Facebook Corporation maintaining this React.js. So here, Jordan Walkie implemented this React.js initially to work with the chat concept of Facebook. Okay. Yes, now it is maintaining by Facebook. Now, what are the features we have in React.js? The compare JavaScript, what are the features? Features of React. Yes. So what are the features we have? So here, compares with the JavaScript, what are the additional features we have? Those things we're going to discuss. So before that, I think all of you understand what is the client-side script, what is server-side script, okay? And what we can do with the client-side script. Theoretically, we discussed. Practically, I will show you. Okay. So those concepts are clear, I guess, right? Yeah. Now we are going to discuss what are the additional features we have in React. Yeah. Now, first point is suppose data binding. Yeah. See, this data binding concept we have in both Angular and React. Okay. Not only this React, even in Angular also we have this data binding concept. Okay. So, but not in JavaScript. Okay. It is not there in JavaScript. So, what is data binding? Yeah. A small information I will provide about this. Okay. Now, see. Just let me open this paint software. Small diagram I want to show you. Yes. Now, for example, we are creating one variable. Okay. So variables we are creating at the time of application development. So serial number is the name of variable and value is 100. Okay. Like that one variable I created. Okay. So that variable I want to display the HTML control. It may be text box or some other control. Okay. Then how can I display this variable in the HTML control? So for that we are executing some code. Okay. So now see this. Just for that we are executing some code here. I'm going to place one line now. So in this code, just reading the variable data and we are displaying on this HTML control. Okay, so in this code, we are reading the variable data and displaying on the HTML control, like it gives the output right here. Now, in case the value of variable is modified here, okay, from 100 to 200, okay, yes. Then without re-execution of this code, will it update here? No, it will not update. Again, you need to execute this code again and again, okay, whenever the variable value is modified. Okay, whenever the variable value is modified, you need to execute the code again and again. That's the main concept of. Yes, yeah. But my requirement is Every time I want to execute that code, so it is very hectic process to the programmer. So if there is any concept available without our interaction, the variable modifications updating on the HTML control, so that concept is very, very benefit for us. For that, they introduced this data binding concept. What is main purpose of data binding? Nothing is there. Just we can bind a variable with the HTML control. It may be text box or paragraph or any header, heading tag or some other controls. Okay. We're directly binding the variable with the HTML control. What the benefit of this binding? Yes, this binding benefit is nothing but whenever the variable value is modified, okay, whenever the variable value is modified, then here automatically the data is, okay, the data is coming on the control, okay, without any external logic, means you need not write any logic, okay. So just if you bind a variable with the control, then so one link is creating between that variable and that control. The main purpose of that link is what are the changes you are performing on the variable. So those will affect on the control. Okay. Yes. It helps a lot the development point of view. As a programmer, you need not worry about the updates of the variable. Okay. So because this data binding will automatically get the updates and display on the HTML controls. That's the first point. Okay. Next. Supports many validators. Okay. It is supporting different types of validators. So in JavaScript, we are implementing the validations manually. We are writing the logics. But this React.js by default supports many predefined validators. We can directly apply on the HTML controls. Next one supports skill-based applications. Yeah. Why this React got popular? Okay, because of this data binding and single page application. Okay, so because of the data binding and single page application, but the thing is the single page application even available in Angular, not only React.js, even Angular also support the single page application. Only for the single page application we are discussing, we are spending around 1 week days. Okay, now what is the single page application exactly? Okay, I will show you one small diagram in this point of view. Okay, this. So for example, this is one server. So you're creating websites. Okay, so in that website, one web page, if you take here, it contains home page, about us, and contact us. Like that, we have many pages here. Now, some X is trying to access your website. Okay, X opened his browser and through internet connection, he is sending a request to your website here. Okay, yes. In this point of view, first home page you are sending to him. Okay, this is the home page which you are sending into his system. Now here you are displaying the hyperlinks for that about as well as content pages. Okay, this is about and this is content like that. Now what happens if we click on the about? So one more request is going to the server. Okay, yes. So one more request is going to the server. Then that page is downloading in the browser. Now this is the request. Okay, and the request related page is downloading the browser. For contact us also, one request is going to the server, and the requested page is downloading in the browser. Okay, yes. So this is about contact. Means every time what is happening, we are going to the server to get the next page. Now, if you take single page application, so we can also call it as routing concept. Yes, so what is the benefit of the single page application? Yes, all these pages we are holding as one object. That object we are calling as routing object. Yes. All these pages we are holding as one object. That object is nothing but routing object. Yes. So when you are sending the first request, when we are sending the first request, then what is happening here? Yes. So this is the first request I'm sending to the server. Then that entire object is loading into the browser location. Okay. Yes. Here. This entire object is loading into the browser location. So in this object, how many pages we have? Home page, about us, and contact. Like that, we have these 3 pages. So those 3 pages are downloading into the browser location. Okay, like this. This is home, about us, contact us, like that. Now later, if you click on this about us, then that page information is directly coming from here. Contact us, that page is directly coming from here. Is it clear? Yes. Means second time onwards, okay, no need to send any request to the server, okay. So that is the concept of single page application. So with the first request only, all templates are loading into browser. Is it clear? Yes. So it reduces the network traffic, and immediately when user click on about, immediately can see the result of that page because it is storing the browser cache memory location. From there it is displaying, and contact is also available there. Like that, how many pages we added in the router object, all these pages are coming into that location. That is the concept of it. Yes. So this is about the concept of single page application. So here theoretically small introduction I've given, but I told you we are spending around 1 week days with this single page application. We are covering many things in that point of view. Okay. Yes. Is this clear? So that's the concept of this. So because of the single page application, okay, the performance is very faster. So not only React, even Angular also supports the single page application. Okay, yeah, but not in JavaScript. Next one, supports JS6 format. Yeah. So this concept is not there even in Angular. Only React support this concept. JSX format it is supporting. JSX stands for JavaScript XML. So what is JSX? So we can combine HTML with JavaScript code. Yes, using this concept, we can combine the HTML with JavaScript. This is nothing but the JSX concept. So by default, what happens if I combine the HTML with JavaScript, it gives the error message. Okay, it gives the error message. But using JSX, we can combine HTML with JavaScript. So this is very helpful for us to display the logic's result of JavaScript immediately on the HTML control. So after the logic of JavaScript, we can directly place the HTML control. So that is the concept of JSX. Okay, it stands for what? JavaScript XML. Okay, JSX stands for JavaScript XML. That's the main part. Next one. Supports. Yes. So virtual DOM. See, this virtual DOM is also not available in Angular. Okay, only React.js supports this one. It is not there in JavaScript Angular. So why React applications are faster than Angular? Because of virtual DOM. Because of virtual DOM. So this virtual DOM helps us a lot. A simple diagram about this we are discussing now. Okay. For example, on web page you are creating. Okay. This is one web page. In this web page, some controls you are placing, like image control is there. Yes. 1 second. Yes. So here, one text box, for example, a paragraph control is there. Like the different controls you have taken. When you open this web page, what is happening? First of all, in RAM location, okay, some memory is allocating for this web page. In RAM location, some memory is allocating. This memory we are calling as, okay, yes, DOM. What is that? We are calling it as DOM. In this memory, image related one object is there. Yes. Paragraph related one object is there. Like that. Different types of what are the contours we have taken. So those contours related objects we have in this memory. Is it clear? Yes. Now the next thing is, yeah, this is the browser. Okay. So based on this object, okay, the contours are displaying in the browser. Like here, so this is one image control. Yes, and this is the paragraph control. Like that. Based on that, DOM controls are displayed. This is a view. Actually, when you create the HTML page, if you double click, it displays the result on our browser. But before displaying the result on browser, it creates one object in the RAM. Okay. After that only, we can access from HTML, that web browser. Okay. So first everything should load into the RAM. Once everything loaded into the RAM, then we can access that information from here. Okay. Yes. Now the thing is, if I do any modifications in this control, okay, if I do any modifications in this control, like I'm modifying the text here, okay, so something like Scott I have given, like that. If I do any modifications, then what is happening? This DOM is updating. Okay, this memory location is updated with these modifications. In this point of view, if you observe here, so entire DOM is recreating with this. In this point of view, entire DOM is recreating. Means you have 100 controls, but you are modifying only one control. Even the entire DOM is recreating. That is the default procedure. Okay. So it takes some time at the time of updating. So that's why this React is coming with one concept. What that concept? Nothing but virtual DOM concept. What is virtual DOM? It is the duplicate object of this original DOM. Okay, it is nothing but the duplicate object of this original DOM. What the responsibility of this virtual DOM? Nothing is there. If you modify any control here, okay, then it is identifying those modifications. Only the patchwork it is updating on this original DOM. Okay, so it is updating on the original DOM. Only that patchwork. What are the modifications you are doing? Only those modifications it is applying on this original DOM. Means instead of creating the DOM again and again, is it clear? Instead of creating the DOM again and again, only that patchwork is updating. So this concept we are calling as virtual DOM concept. Okay. So because of this concept, the performance is very, very faster. Okay. Yes. So even compared with Angular, React application is faster because of the virtual DOM. At the time of updating the data, okay, it is very, very faster. Okay, yes. So it supports the virtual DOM concept. Again, I will show you practically. Okay. Next one supports Redux. Yeah, Redux is state container. I will explain you what is the Redux and the programs based on this Redux we'll discuss. So Redux concept is very important at the time of transferring the data from one page to another page. Okay. And if you want to subscribe the updates of the data, in that point of view, take the support of Redux. Okay, we'll discuss how to work with this Redux. Next one here, React Native. Okay, we can use to implement cross applications. Yes. React Native is one technology. Okay, this technology we are using for what? To implement the cross mobile applications. What is cross mobile application? Okay, so one app supports different mobile devices like Android, iPhone, etc. For example, if you develop any app by using Android technology, it runs under Android phone only. It is not supporting iOS like that. So in case if you develop any app for iPhone, it is not supporting Android mobile and Microsoft mobile. But some technologies are there. Those are cross mobile application development technologies like PhoneGap, React Native, etc. What benefits we have? Yes, if you develop any app by using React Native, that app runs under Android phone, iPhone, and other mobiles. It supports any type of mobile. Okay, that is the main purpose of this. Like that, so coding is React coding. Okay, in both websites as well as mobile applications, coding is React. In website to display the controls, we are using HTML. In Android to display the controls, we are taking the support of native framework. Okay, this native framework supports the mobile controls. Like that, we can also develop mobile applications using this React JS, not only web applications. Okay, yes. Next one here, simple coding. The main purpose is okay, simple coding. Okay. Everything available ready-made. Okay, directly we can apply in our applications. I will show you how to work with this. Okay, coding and all concepts. So these are the major features we have in this React JS compared with the JavaScript. So mainly single page application, data binding, okay, virtual DOM. Okay, next one here, Redux, it is supporting predefined validators, predefined services available, services we are using in functional point of like that. Many features we have. Okay, we are working with these concepts. Yeah. Hope you understand this. Any doubts, any questions you have, you can ask me.
Hello. Hi, good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Actually, I have doubt in support virtual DOM. Can you please explain to me?
Support
Supports virtual DOM.
virtual DOM means okay. For example, you created one HTML page. Okay, when you open that page in memory, one object is creating. So that is DOM. Is it clear? Based on that object only in browser, the result is coming. In case in browser, if you modify, in previous example, we changed the source of image control, right? Like that at runtime, if you do any modifications in any control, that those modifications will affect on the DOM. But how these modifications are affecting, so you modified only one control, but entire DOM is recreating with the all controls. Again and again, it is recreating. How many times you are modifying? Every time it is recreating. You understand this point?
Okay, means
But but when you come to the virtual DOM, so every time it is recreating means it takes some time. Okay, I have 100 controls in my web page. I modified only one text box value. For that also the DOM is newly recreating. So that is time taking process. So that's why they introduce a virtual DOM. What the benefit of virtual DOM? Which control you modified, only that control it is updating on the original DOM. Only that control modification, that patchwork, it is applying on the original DOM instead of recreating that DOM. You got it?
okay, good. Yeah.
Now, here, the pattern, if you observe here, how we are moving. So, the prerequisite is of this React is JavaScript. Okay. So, that's why first we are starting the JavaScript concepts. In JavaScript point of view, complete JavaScript is required. So like closures, promises, like that complete JavaScript is required. So we will discuss this entire JavaScript. After that only we are starting the React.js. Okay. So without knowledge in JavaScript, we can't do anything. So because in JavaScript coding only, we are calling the libraries of functionalities of React.js. Yes. So that's why first we are starting that JavaScript concepts. Before that, 1.5 day, I am explaining the required HTML concepts. Okay. So not complete. Okay. So how much requirement is there? Okay. Based on that, we will discuss the HTML concepts. Then we are starting the JavaScript. In JavaScript, complete JavaScript we are discussing. After that, React.js. In React.js, I will explain you, okay, that how to work with server-side interaction, database connectivity, everything we will discuss. Okay. Yes. That is the main concept. And total duration of course is 60 to 70 days it will take. Around 65 days because we need to cover JavaScript. After that, we are covering the React.js. Okay. Yes. And I am providing these recording videos every day, class recordings and everyday class notes, and those programs also will upload into the Google Drive. So I will give you that Google Drive link once the this is demo link, right? Yes, once it is changed to payment link, then I will provide the Google Drive access everything to you. So directly you can access the recordings and all from this Google Drive. Okay. Yes. This is the pattern which we are moving. So next class I will discuss some concepts related to this. After that, so HTML, basic HTML is required for us. Okay. So one day we are spending with HTML. Then we are moving to JavaScript. Around 20 sessions. Okay. I am taking the JavaScript here. Okay. Yes. So this is the pattern how we are moving here. Yeah. Any more questions?
Sir,
Discuss.
timing
Is 78.
I mean it's morning.
Yeah. Yeah. Why?
No, sir. I am working with women as well as I have baby. That's why I'm asking.
But this slot time is 78.
Okay, sir.
Yes. If it is not convenient to you, you can join the evening batches which are going to start.
Batches time?
No, right now no slots are ready available. So shortly, okay, evening 7:30 I will start another batch. Okay, but it will take 10 days minimum to start that.
7 to 8.
7:30 to 8:30.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So, but this slot timing is morning 7 to 8. That is fixed. Okay. Initial demo classes, I'm spending around 50 minutes like that. After that, 1 hour slot. Okay. Fine. Hope no doubts you have, right? Yeah. Then in next class, we will continue the next topics. Okay. So you can drop now. Thank you.